Okay. We'll go talk to McClure. I think we've spent enough time just messing around here. I get caught up in just exploring, looking around, stealing things. Stealing what I can anyway. It's pretty difficult without the lockpick skill. I should have invested in that a little bit. It's another generic house. Really futuristic. What would you call this design architecture? Ah, man, I have to wait till daytime here too. Gosh, dang it. How about now? Is everybody here? Rest? No, I can't rest here. It's exactly 8 a.m. I'm pretty sure, though, you can just, like, wait. And people will go... Yeah, it's 8 a.m. now. So, okay. Now everything's refreshed. So, they should be in here now. Please. Please be in here. Hey, okay. McClure! Hello. Questions? Nothing today, thanks. I'm gonna go back to the first citizen rub interface again. Because it's fun. And funny.
Yes? What is it?
I had questions.
Of course. What can I help you with, citizen?
Oh, she's nice to me again. Why is it you condone slavery? I could just, like, get kicked out immediately. I ran into a citizen downtown, Thomas Moore. Who is he?
Moore? He's a troublemaker. That's what he is.
You should revoke his citizenship, then.
Although it would serve Vault City's interests, I can't. As long as he breaks no laws, Moore is permitted to say anything he wants.
Do you want me to take care of him?
Kill him? Murder is not in any way, shape, or form permitted in Vault City. Even if for the best. Never speak of this again.
Look, murder is such an ugly word. I could arrange some sort of accident, a chem overdose, mauled by a Brahmin. Any of number of things can happen in this dangerous world.
This is not the conduct of a citizen. I am revoking your citizenship. My guards will show you to the front gate.
And just like that, I lost my citizenship. Or did I? Yeah, it was nice to get that extra dialogue, though. I don't think I've ever asked her about Thomas More. Man, that first citizen, Lynette. Ooh, buddy. She's spicy. All right, let's go to the amenities office. I think that's all I can do. The last thing I can do. And the thing I said I would do. And I would like to see what you have in stock. Ooh, yeah, metal armor Mark II. And leather armor Mark II. And a combat shotgun. Oh man, I still don't know if this is better than the H&K Cause. But that's really the only... Ooh, oh, he's got books of science too. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, give me those books. Give me all the books. I'm gonna read so hard. Okay. I'm gonna need to grab some stuff off my other companions again. We're done. We're done. Okay, man. I bet that was a sale montage too. We went through all of the amenities, shops, got rid of most of the stuff that we were carrying. There's probably some in my car trunk still, but I just can't be bothered. We have so much stuff now. All right, so I have Metal Armor Mark II. It has higher resistances, but lower armor class than my previous combat leather jacket. Gave the combat leather jacket to Sulik, and equipped Cassidy with some basic metal armor. I was iffy on getting the combat shotgun, because I believe the H&K Cause does do more damage, even though they both have burst fire capabilities. So I went without the combat shotgun. We're probably going to run into enemies that drop combat shotguns anyway soon, so that's not much of a concern. But yeah, I think we're done in Vault City and Gecko. Weird spot to start a new session. I went to Gecko really quick to double check and see if Harold or Festus had anything else to say or to reward us with, and that was not the case, so I just kind of left that out. I hope you don't mind. It was just repeating, going back to Gecko and just running back and forth and making sure things were rewarded properly. But yeah, we covered all our bases with that. Now, I feel like we're about ready to head to Reading. We might be at the right point now to do so. So I think that's where we're going to go next. I was iffy between Broken Hills and Reading, and I chose Reading because I know for a fact there's at least a few things to kill there and a few quests to do there that don't require a whole bunch of combat, if that makes sense. So a nice little mix of things, as most towns go. And we didn't encounter anything on our way there. So wait till daytime. There we go. Here we are. Reading's a mining town. Gold, mostly. A lot of caravans come to Vault City from here. Ah, thanks for the context, Cassidy. So we're here. We've made it to Reading. A brand new place to explore. Let's start in this tent. With this guy. He says, what are you looking at? Okay, good start. This guy? Just another townsperson. A Reading townsperson. So let's get to know the sheriff first. Had to make sure to make a new save slot, because we're in Reading now. Brand new place with brand new face is a powerfully built man looking at you intently. The sheriff says, howdy there. My name's Earl Marion. I'm the sheriff in these here parts. Sounds downright picturesque, don't it? Well, that's my job. As the sheriff, what do you do here in town? He says, keep the peace mostly. At least that's what I'd be doing if I didn't have this leg all busted up. What happened to your leg? Sheriff says, I was going out to meet a caravan and it was late, so I took a nap. Next thing I knew, a dang gecko was trying to make lunch out of my kneecap. Dang thing almost had it too. Another good bite and I'd be sitting down permanent like. So your leg's in bad shape, huh? He says, well, I wasn't much of a dancer before this happened, and I reckon I won't be afterwards neither. I can gip around, but Doc Johnson said I'd better not if I want it to heal right. Sure could use some help, though. You need some help, Sheriff? He says, yeah, I could use some help with a couple of things, just part-time like. It pays real good, and you'd be doing a good thing for the town of Reading, too. How can I help out? He says, the widow Rooney is way behind on her rent. Her house is just across the alley from here to the west. You just have to kick her out of the house, unless she can come up with the rent she owes Mayor Ascorti. Mayor Ascorti, who's that? He says, Ascorti's the mayor here in Reading. He runs Ascorti's Ace right across the street here, just north of us. So, will you help me out? How much does she owe him? He says, I don't know, but I bet she can tell you. Will you do it? Okay, I'll do it. He says, great, thanks for your help. Just come back here when you finish, and I'll pay you and see if we can dig up something else for you to do. All right, goodbye, Sheriff. He says, one more thing. I almost forgot. Here's your badge. You may need it. Thanks, Sheriff. I'm honored. I won't tarnish it with actions you wouldn't approve of. Okay. Now I'm the sheriff of this here town. Just like that. Just like that, I became the sheriff. Temp sheriff. Kind of crazy how quickly that turned around. All right. I don't know what the resulting karma is. Yeah, we're getting real close to 500 also. To see if you remember back far enough, I was still wanting to see if the karma stat boosts do exist. And the easiest way to see if they exist is hitting 500 karma in either direction, good or evil. And I'll get an armor class bonus if I hit 500. So those of you, we're just catching up on what I wanted to do, which was be a upstanding positive karma person. So let's talk to the old woman who's seen better times. She says, hello there, young fellow. What can Widow Rooney do for you? I was just looking around and wondered who lived here. Nice to meet you, Widow Rooney. She says, nice to meet you too. Not often I have polite callers. Mostly they just come in to threaten a frail old lady. People are threatening you. Why? She says, well, I owe Ascorti 6 months in back rent, $120 for this flea hostel. I just don't have it. Some of my Brahmin took sick and died, and I couldn't pay. If I don't get him the money soon, he's going to have the sheriff evict me. I'm gonna play both sides a little bit. Evict a harmless old crone like you? That's not nice. Who would do that? She says, Ascorti. Ascorti is nobody but the greediest, most conniving, slipperiest, low-down, weasel-crawling, gutless slimeball in this here town. He's the mayor as well as my landlord. Oh, that Escorty. Well, why didn't you say so? She says, I see. So you're the one doing Escorty's dirty work now. What are you going to do? Kill me? Kick me out into the cold? I can't stand the idea of kicking an old lady out. Here we go. I'd hate to see you kicked out. Why don't you let me pay your back rent for you? I have little use for money. I'm the chosen one. She said, I'd hate to take money from someone touched in the head, Mr. Chosen One. It's nothing. I'm happy to do it. Here's the 120 you need. I got 1,500 experience just by doing that. 120 bucks, which is close to nothing. And I did get positive karma. We were at like 390 and now we're at 415. We're getting close. We might actually hit 500 while we're in Reading. And I'm going to be really excited to see what my AC does. Let's go back to the sheriff, who will judge me for my actions. The sheriff says, you did a real nice thing for Widow Rooney. Made friends all around and kept the peace. Thanks. You ready for another job? I think you've got a real knack for it. Tell me about the next job. He says, I hear that the miners from both Morningstar and Cocoa Reef mines here in town are fixing to stir up a ruckus at Lou's Malamute Saloon. I'll pay you $300 to break it up. You get over there right away. It's right across the street and down towards the west side of town here. That was worded strangely. I'll get right on it, Sheriff. Goodbye. Okay. Now we're going to go to the Malamute Saloon, which is right over here. Right over here. And they start talking crap to each other. One of them has a gun. Interesting. This will be fun. He says, what the heck do you want? I'm not gonna let you fight each other. He says, oh yeah? How are you gonna stop us? The sheriff asked me to help him out while he's laid up with a bum leg. I've got to keep my word to him. He says, well, okay. For the sheriff's sake, I suppose we can hold off a bit. Thanks. I was hoping you'd see it that way. Goodbye. And this person? What do you want? Dip crap? That doesn't exactly roll off the tongue as normal. I'm not gonna let you fight each other. The sheriff asked me to help him out while he's laid up with a bum leg. I've got to keep my word to him. Don't you think you're some kind of crap hot asphalt cowboy? I don't think I like your frickin' attitude. You don't have to like it. You're gonna have to walk with me to jail or I'm gonna drag your corpse there. Your choice. She says, yeah? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go to jail if that buttwipe Carmenetto does too. You're not in a position to make deals. She says, well, maybe I could use a frickin' rest. I've been working my gosh dang butt off lately. To the others. Break it up, gang. I'll be back at work tomorrow. Good choice. Okay. And we did that too. Nice. What are we at now? 415. Didn't get any karma for that one. Good or bad. Hello, Sheriff. Sheriff says, putting those Morningstar miners in jail seemed to work, but Dan McGrew, their boss, isn't going to be too happy about it. Here's the money. Ready for the next job? Man, we are slamming through these jobs. Tell me about the next one. The sheriff says, somebody cut up a hooer over at Lou's Malamute Saloon. Just across the street here in downtown. Go find out who did it and bring them in. I'll pay you $500 for doing it. That kind of thing is bad for business. Just bad all the way around. I'll catch whoever did it. No problem. Goodbye, Sheriff. I think a lot of these are maybe like references to Western films or stories. Because I think this one is based on Unforgiven. If I remember correctly, I've seen that movie like once, but it's got a similar premise. So let's talk to one of the ladies here. Hello? She says, hello there, I'm Lou, owner of the Malamute Saloon, finest house north of San Fran. I'm helping out the sheriff. He told me you had one of your girls get all cut up. She says, that's right. She's in a bad way. Used to be such a pretty thing, too. I sure hope you take care of this quick. It's bad for business to let those miners think they can get away with something like this. Can I see the girl? She says, I sent her away. She wasn't going to be no good in this business anymore. Do you know who did it? She says, I don't know exactly who did it, but she had a Morningstar mine pay script in her hand when we found her. And it was a miner who was with her last. Do you know what happened? Well, there was screaming and carrying on, so I went into the room. When I got there, the jerk what did it was already gone, and my girl was in a bad way. So I called the doc, and then the sheriff. You know the rest. I'll sort this out for you. You can count on me. Goodbye. She says, well, I'm sure glad that someone's working on it. This type of thing is just bad all the way around. I sure hope you make that jerk pay for what he did to my girl. make sure he can't ever do that to no one ever again. I'll see what I can do. Goodbye. Okay. Off to a great start. This one is a bit multi-layered. So now we're going to have to go to the mining town. I don't remember which direction it is. So this is the direction to the Wanamingo mines, right? Yep. And all the rats. You guys remember rats? I sure do. And these ones are mutated, so they would give more experience. But I'm gonna go back. We need to start doing the actual quest. We'll go deal with the Wanamingo mines eventually. We really could use a power fist. I wonder if we can get one here. We'll have to find out. We go up here. This is where they have the caravans, the miners, and the mole rat mambo. This will be fun. So we will start. She was saying that one of them had a Morningstar script, or the girl had a Morningstar script in her hand. So let's go over to Morningstar Mine and talk to Dangerous Dan McGrew. He says, "Hello there, my name's Dangerous Dan McGrew. I run the Morningstar Mine here. What can I do for you?" He's not helpful. Let me ask him why they call him Dangerous Dan McGrew, though. He says, "'Cause I'm nothing but the biggest, toughest, mine-crawling, gully-wumping, snake-eating buck in these here parts. Dangerous Dan McGrew. That's me, all right. Sounds like you're quite the guy. Well, I don't want to take any more of your valuable time, Mr. Dangerous. Goodbye." But the dude we're looking for is in here, I think. Is that? You see a man with jaundiced skin, a scar ringing his neck, and a huge gut. He says, "I hears that someone might want to talk to old Hakeswill. Someone volunteered to bring Obadiah to justice. Is that you? I'm looking for the miner that cut Lou's gal. Sounds like you just made a confession to me." He says, "I cut the girl. She made a mistake, she did." "A mistake?" He says, "She made fun of me mum. Nobody makes fun of Hakeswill's mum. She's the only good thing in this whole rotting world. She made fun of your mother. Well, that's not right at all, but you overreacted." He says, "Well, that I did. But the lads and I here at Morningstar don't think what she did was right. Not right at all. But I promise not to do it again." Wow. He promises not to take a knife to someone's face again. Well, the middle option is probably the best one for this. I'm sure that the jury will take that into consideration. I'm still taking you in. He says, "Taking me to jail? I'll come peaceably. No sense in making more trouble. The girl still got what she deserved. You can't kill me. I'm invincible. But you can sure piss off the other miners. Got eyes in the back of your head, do you? I can take care of myself. Right now, I'm the sheriff in these here parts, and I'm taking you in." There's the line. Okay. "I did another one, Sheriff." He says, "Thank God you put that murdering problem Hakeswill away. We'll show him a bit of justice, and then we'll hang him." "Well done. Here's your money. Ready for one more job?" "Tell me about the next job." The sheriff says, "There's a bandit, name of Frog Morton, that's taken up lodgings over in the ruins of the Great Wanamingo Mine, just west of town. I need you to exterminate him. But be careful, he's crafty, and he's bound to have some of his gang with him. I'll give you $1,000 to get rid of the varmint." Why do they call him Frog Morton? His name's Morton, and they call him Frog because he croaks people. Ready to go get him? Oh, ouch. That's terrible. The pain, the pain. Sheriff says, "Hey, I didn't make that one up. He did. With puns that bad, I say that gives you one more reason to kill him. You up for it?" "On my way, Sheriff. Will do." It's so funny. Okay, well, let's look around a little bit. We've now hit a little intermission between missions. So we're gonna wander around here. I want to find the merchant. I think the main merchant is up here in the trade-in spot, or where you get the caps. I want to trade things in. All he has is money. Have some drugs. Oh, I have grenades on me too to deal with Frog Morton. This might actually go really well. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll attempt Frogmorton, but he's very powerful. Special thanks to my Wasteland legends, Sven and David Hoover, and thanks to the rest of my patrons on screen now. You can catch future episodes of this playthrough on Wednesdays and Fridays, noon and 10 a.m. Pacific. Thanks for watching. I'm Caedo Genesis, and may you wander the wasteland like you own it.